My research is about violence. Specifically, it's about the violent language that British colonial authorities used to separate one group of people from another. This became extremely important in the early days of the empire as Europeans encountered people who lived and looked different. The differences that the British instituted are one form of what we know as civilizational difference, where one group of people is called civilized and another group of people are called uncivilized. And we're used to thinking of this civilizational difference as a way to justify the appropriation or expropriation of land and resources from the colonies. We see this up to the present day. Those people over there are uncivilized, and we can go over there and help them help their lands bloom. My project, however, explores how the opposite of that kind of acquisitiveness, a cultivated indifference to material objects, is also used to create civilizational difference. A cultivated indifference that I call non-possession. Non-possession becomes a virtue that belongs to the colonizer and the colonizer alone. The violent statement of civilizational difference now becomes we, the colonizers, have the virtue, the ability to give stuff up. You do not. My example today is from the lands that we stand on right now, from a text written in the 1640s by the New England colonist Roger Williams. And you can see the cover there. It's called A Key into the Language of America. And this is a dictionary. It's a text that where Williams put together a bunch of words supposedly spoken by the indigenous people that he encountered in New England and their English translations. And to show his literary prowess, among other things, he adds poetry at the ends of clusters of related words and their translations. And the fragment of the poem you see up here comes after the set of words on currency. And as we go through the poem, you'll notice how Williams thinks of eternal grace, in his case, Christian grace, as something much more important than both the currency of the indigenous people, shells, and the currency of the English, gold. So Williams says, "The Indians prize not English gold, nor English Indians shell. Each in his place will pass for aught, whate'er men buy or sell. English and Indians all pass hence to an eternal place, where shells nor finest gold's worth aught, where naught's worth aught but grace. This coin the Indians know not of, who knows how soon they may, the English knowing prize it not, but fling it like dross away." Williams articulates here a virtue based on economics. And the indigenous people don't have this virtue because they don't know any better, but the English don't have this virtue even though they know about it because they throw it away in favor of currency. The New Englander is able to separate himself from both the indigenous people that he seeks to colonize and convert, as well as the degenerate Old Englanders. This is violence. It separates one group of people from another, a process integral to colonization. So, non-possession is uninterested in material accumulation, but it's still used as a technology of empire. Giving stuff up instead of conquering, affirming a godly virtue instead of the dross of currency. No matter how peaceful or non-violent these things may sound, they do belong to the realm of violence. Thank you.